Hello everyone, I'm Andrew at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center, and it's time for our second Fossil Friday. And you know, there's a quote that I particularly enjoy when talking about the scientific process from the great chemist and science fiction writer Isaac Asimov, and that is, the most exciting phrase to hear in science, the one that heralds new discoveries, isn't Eureka, but that's funny. Nothing could be more true. That's one of the great things about science. Even if you know what you're looking for, there's always room for surprises along the way. And we encounter that here all the time at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center. And a lot of the specimens that we're going to be talking about with you on this program, on our Facebook page, deals a lot with that sort of discovery. Well, take, for instance, the discovery of Howard Miesler on his property 3 hours south of here in Douglas, Wyoming. Now, Howard was an amateur prospector just wandering around, didn't have any formal paleontology training, but as he went to the top of a hill on his property, he found a small cluster of bones sitting in the ground. And he thought, that's funny. That's how all great discoveries start. So he didn't know exactly what he was looking at, so he took the bones to Bill Wall, who is our lead paleontologist here at the museum. We'll probably do an episode with him later on. Bill looked at the bones that Howard had found and realized that what he was looking at was part of a chevron. So let's get into a little anatomy before we continue with our story. The bones on the underside of the tail, this dinosaur, this is Morris the Camarasaurus, more on him at a later date. These bones right here are the chevrons. Now, every part of the dinosaur skeleton serves some sort of function of anatomy. If you look closely at these bones on the other side of the tail, there's a hole right through the middle, which I'll show in a little bit. These holes are where the blood vessels and the nerve endings would have run, and they're there to protect those nerve endings and blood vessels when the animal's using its tail. You can see here with our wonderful Morris, he's rearing up on his back legs with his tail on the ground. If he was supporting his weight on his tail, which this guy's clearly doing, those blood vessels would be protected by that hole in the chevron. You anchor some muscles onto the chevrons and boom, you've got a perfectly structured tail. So that's what Howard Miesler found on top of his hill in Douglas, were parts of a chevron. But here's the remarkable thing. This is a complete chevron that he found. Now you can just see this is almost 3 feet long. This is a really big chevron. And as indicated, there's the hole in the center where those blood vessels would have been when the animal was alive. Now you can use the size of the chevron to get a relative idea of the size of the animal. And you can clearly see this is huge. This is much larger than the largest chevron on Morris and Camarasaurus. That's what got Bill's attention. He saw it was a chevron, he saw it was large, so the animal itself must have been extremely large as well. So they went back to that hilltop in Douglas to poke around, see what else was there. And what turned up is one of the most remarkable dinosaurs ever found in the history of the state of Wyoming. That, of course, is Jimbo the Supersaurus. There's so much to say about Jimbo, his history, what we found there. So to give you a brief summary, 107 feet long, 60% of the skeleton, making it one of the most complete large dinosaurs that's ever been found. And we're still finding bones from this creature. We've been working at this site for over 20 years. We go back periodically every summer to see what's turning up, and more bones are being discovered in this layer, including some really remarkable stuff, but I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a lot more time to share all these amazing things with you. And just to remind you, it all got started with one bone, and that's funny. And that's how all these discoveries started. The thing that's really exciting is you might be listening to the story and thinking, wow, what a lucky guy, Howard, finding these bones. But at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center, during the summer, that happens every day. Every day we have a that's funny moment. People who are just experiencing fossil hunting for the first time come to our site and see something in the ground and get curious, get excited, and we join in with that discovery. So this doesn't have to be reserved for just people with land out in Wyoming or people who dig up dinosaurs professionally. Anyone can share this as long as you participate in our program with us. So that's all we have for today. Be sure to like, share this video, comment, let us know what you think, let us know what you'd like to hear more about. But before we go, I'd just like to thank Howard and Helen Miesler. In fact, we're dedicating this video to them because without their dedication, without their commitment, and without their generosity, we wouldn't be able to share this remarkable specimen with you at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center. So, we hope you'll like this video, we hope you'll spread it around, we hope you get excited, and we hope that you'll join us at some point this summer to see if you can find something in our sites and really experience that feeling of, that's funny. So So I'm Andrew at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center, keeping your Friday fossiliferous.